Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nila, so this is episode 37 of our Let's Play campaign. I have done one thing that was mentioned, and that was the renaming here. Not that it has any impact right now, but it might have an impact later on. These are just chugging along, the purple signs, getting hopefully filled up at some point, only like halfway filled up, so it's going to take a while. What I have done is I have set up the import and export down here, and I've just sort of spaced it out at the optimal distance, so that there is a room for a 2.16.2 train in between. This one will have 3 inputs, 1, 2, 3. This one will have 3 inputs, 1, 2, 3. This one will have 3 inputs, 1, 2, 3. And then we have an output and an output, or not an output, but an outflow thing. This one fits very well with a plastic build. This fits very well with a plastic build. But we might do other things, and then there'll be another output here, maybe for green circuits, or maybe for something else. We'll find out. Or copper. I think we need more copper and more. We need 1 iron, 1 copper, 1 steel, 1 green circuits. Those are the sort of the extra ones we need. I'll just throw those in once in a while. And on top of that, we need, of course, like the plastic and the red circuits. So we're going to start on plastic today because we have a nice location down here. So the way we're going to do it is I am going to take a location out here, and this isn't super necessary, to be honest, but to do it this way, but you know, we'll just get it out here into the wilderness, and then we'll start making some kind of thing down here where it is outside of sort of normal range of everything. That should be a good enough place to start, so it doesn't get into sort of conflict with other things. Right, we have something down here that I was 47 entities. I was cleaning out this area, so there we go. That's not cleaned out. Really? 47? No? So what we do have here, come on, stop blinking. Stop blinking. There we go. We're going to figure out how are we going to make a plastic build. That's not a plastic build. Plastic comes in one of these. Aha. There, that's how we're going to build plastic. And we are going to get, like the usual, here I want to 12 beacon builds just to get started on this, to get a sense of how big it has to be. So that's that part. We need to figure out how big this is, and then we do that by hooking it up there. So this one we'll just take a look at how fast it is. So we're talking per second here, and I need to, if I look at my calculator, there is I need a total of 812 plastic per second, and this one is producing 17. So let's go up and see when we get to 812. That one. So I need 48. What an absolutely phenomenal number. On the flip side, though, it takes quite a bit of petroleum, and a fair bit of that. That's brilliant, the fact that it's 48. That means that I'm going to make 2 times 40, 2 times 24. So I'm going to build a 24 grid, and 24 grid, it seems to me to be something along the lines of, okay, this has very simple inputs and outputs, so I think we should be able to do something like this. Right? It needs liquid inbound. It needs some kind of thing inbound here, and it needs some kind of other thing in either inbound or outbound here. The only thing though is this is outputting only on one side, and that's probably not going to be good enough. Can we just throw you out just for a second, because if I was doing this one, then I think this one could be an input and this could be an output, and then I would be able to also do something like crazy like that. Yeah, and each one of these, and that's clearly not great. Okay, well, how the hell are we gonna do that? Maybe there's still some option on this one. It goes out on that side, so no, not really. That's an option, or the option is down here, but then I block that one. Do we have other options for this? We might have another way of doing this. Right, so I'm thinking, what if we build something like this? But we just try to figure out if we can set every other one. Let's also see how much this one is inputting and outputting. It's outputting 17, so that definitely has to be 2. Would it be some kind of way that I would be able to output these? What if I sort of mirrored this one? Like that one goes up and goes down. Let's walk with this. Here. So that one. And then I'd have to build something along this line. I think that could work, right? So if this one is, oh, and this is, okay, that's not what I wanted. This is outputting 17. That's actually really bad because that means 3 of these will output more than a full build. So I can only take 2 of these on one line. But it would be something like this. Obviously not that one and not that one, but then output here. So what this would mean is, and of course I'm gonna have to find a way to, oh, that's absolutely fine. There, and that one, and go out. And this one doesn't have anything, so it goes here, and then go out. And these two merge happily in here. And let's try and see if we can hook something up and see if it actually works here. Yep. This is not inbound, and that will be here, and that will be here. And we need to get the inbounds for these locations. That one, and I am going to say, what is this? This is 24. Okay, so right now we're doing a test. That one, there, and there. And inbound. This is for testing to see if it works. We have to test it before we just make any kind of assumptions. That looks good, and I'm going to take this up here. That one and that one, and then I'll put in some petroleum. There. So, is it working? And I'm going to get my throughput measurement because obviously I am. And that one goes out here. Alright, so let's see if we can stabilize this one. And output wise, I should be getting 68. That's kind of a lot. Why, what happened? 17? Oh crap. Huh. I can't even put 2 of these on a side of a belt. So that means, okay, well, I'm getting smarter here. So that one would have to go into there. And that one would have to go in here. Alright, we're getting something that's even better, I think. There, and we'll figure out how to build these together. Do we like this? Obviously not this one. Alright, there's definitely potential here. There, that's potential. Why is it not symmetric? Why can I not do that one here? Oh, because it's already... Maybe I should actually have... Oh yeah, of course, because this one can't go down there, but I could reverse it, couldn't I? I think this has a really big potential as well. So I think that this one is reds. So if I just link the 2 red ones, and then we'll see what we're at. We're at 60 68-ish, and this one was coming out at 68. 68.1. I think it looks okay. I think it looks like it's completely working. This is very strange. It's a very strange build. I think it can be slightly optimized. And all of these are working all the time, so that's good. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling that this one could be more symmetric. Instead of going backwards, it could go... this one could go forwards. How would that one go forwards? It would have to be from down here. Yeah. Okay, I'll try it and keep this in mind. So I'm going to take this and move it up. No. There. So the reason why that wouldn't work, because I would need to have 2 undergrounds down here, and that's not working. But this one is still pretty damn nice. The fact that I can put this out, and it's not close to a full belt, but since each one is producing 17, I can't really get it to be compressed belts. The one thing though is, if this is taking 6... what if I have 6 lanes here? That means each of those is less than... oh, it's not even... one of these rows here will not actually even take a full plastic belt. No, sorry. There, if I look... okay, I'm going to try saying it differently. I will have 24 in total, so 24 machines like that. It'll take 157, which is distinctly less than 4 full belts inbound. And it's going to be 5... what? How is it going to be 9 full belts outbound? Oh, yeah. But I'm getting it out on 12 belts. So I'm getting out on 12 belts, and that will be merged down to something useful. 12 belts will go into 16, I think, so that it can easily go on a train. Yep. All right, that's pretty good. I love doing these designs. All right, so copy and just a paste here and a paste, and then I'm going to take out some of these as well. It's all good. That one will be here. We don't have any lights anywhere, because there's not really anywhere consistently that I could put... oh, there. That's the only place that I can always put lights. Yep, so that's the one. Always try to get it in the same place. There. That is a brilliant, I tell you. Brilliant. And I'm just going to make it further down, because it's easier to get things down there. And I'm going to take this out, because we don't need it anymore. And I will get... is anything redundant? I don't think so. And that one is... there. And there. And... how did that mess up? There. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There. Perfect. So I'm going to get these 12 belts out, and I'm going to get 4 belts in. 4 belts in is just totally manageable. Right, and that means when I look at this one, I have to say, can I get 12 belts? Can I get 4 belts in? I'm pretty sure I can. Not a problem. This one though, this is 9. That's a lot. So now the next part, and that's gonna be a difficult one, is I'm actually... hold on. What about these rows? Or columns, sorry. They need... oh, transfer belts per second. There. You don't have those transfer belts. That is not so bad. That means all I need is, if this is where it comes in, I'm just going to need them right there. And I'm going to need a pump as well, because I need to make sure that it flows in there at fast enough rate. How do I not have pumps? Weird. Oh, I do have pumps. Never mind. 2, 3, 4, and then I'll probably... okay, shouldn't have canceled that. There. I do not think I can put everything in on one belt. So, it should probably be something we'll do something like this, right? Actually, that will be here. Doesn't matter how, but these ones will be input and then they'll be forced out, and it should be good. Pipes are always horrible to work with. So next challenge is how do we do the oil part? And we have two options, and I know you're gonna yell at me. I know it. I know it. You might as well start warming up your keyboard to start yelling at me. So here we go. And my options are this one. Get these out. Get these out. Sweet. And how much is this one outputting? It's outputting 128.22 plus something that needs to be converted. Or, and this is where you're gonna, the hate is, I can feel the hate, so hate already is mounting. That's only 100. It's not a lot though. It's not a lot. So if we were to build, how much did this one require? 3,000? 3,200. And this one, how many do we need if we want 3,200? Well, that's a big surprise, isn't it? We'd need 32 of those. And if you just look at it, like 32, it would need 5,400 or 5,500 oil per second inbound. Does that seem like a lot? I don't think so. I don't think so. So if we just go to one of those locations, no, I don't need to do that. I can just do it from here. So this one is producing. So this one producing 128 per second, 300 per second, and that's before beacons and modules. Yeah. Even though it goes down, then it's not gonna go. Even when it goes down to 20 a piece, how many do we have? That's the best way, the easiest way to count when there's many of them, I suppose. Come on. Build. There. And then take this, and that's 30 of those. So 30 times 20, which is the minimum, is 600. And then we just put in beacons and modules. 600, can we multiply that up to be, that would have to be by a factor 10. We also have the productivity, that's a lot. So yeah, not a problem. Not a damn problem. So this is fewer entities, I believe. I believe it's fewer entities. So if I'm saying 32, and this one, you know what it actually means? If you look at it, 32, that means I need 8 on this path to go into 4 on that path. Huh. It does indeed. But then it's going to be a very long one, which might not be a bad idea because we can get trains of coal on one side and trains of plastic on the other side. It even goes way better than that. All right, let's do this. There. I just rotated it because reasons. I'm gonna get the coal in from the other side though. Right now I'm just imagining that it comes from this side, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to come from that side. Actually, we'll just rotate it. And we'll just take it out again. And build it here so we have more space on top. That one. Take some of these. Keep this flowing downwards. And something like this. Yeah. So now the next question is, can I build this one so it doesn't take so much space? Well, of course I cannot do that. Yeah, because if I squeeze it, let's pretend if I squeeze this one and squeeze this one, I mean, that's all good. No. Yeah. If I squeeze here, and if I squeeze here, and if I squeeze here. Yeah. And I don't know why I keep doing that. Yes, it has to be in the middle. Yeah, and that one. So if I just hook this up just to make absolutely sure that it's still working. That's 400. Yep, so it's still good. So that means I'm going to get oil in on from the side. I think I'll actually build them all the way out here. So oil is coming in outside, and this petroleum here is coming in from the side as well. Oh yeah, that is the way it's gonna work. Boom, boom, boom. Right, and that means oil is coming in from the side here, and these things, can they be aligned to? Exactly, perfectly correct. Nice. Exactly, perfectly correct. Yeah, exactly, almost perfectly correct, right? It's missing one tile there. Is that important? Does it change this one? 6.55, 6.55. No, they have the same. They have the same amount. So by just sliding it a tiny bit. Oh wow, this is incredibly good. Here, how much we got? Yeah, so, but the one thing is, it's kind of a long build. But is that a problem? I don't think so. Only thing though is, and do I need all of them? Well, you're gonna have to get something out there then. Yeah, and yes, let's do it. Let's do this. And those are weird. Down, out, 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 out. And the middle ones, out. Oh, I can't run through this. Well, that's the only caveat to this. There. So what we have, I will take all of this. This is producing 3,200 oil, and if I just take the whole damn thing, it's gonna be a very wide one. And it has a very, very small surplus here, which I absolutely love. The one thing that would maybe make it better would be just making some pumps here. I don't think it's really needed. Oh, I could also make a pump here, but I can't make a... Oh, hold on, hold on. I think we may have to do a change here. And that's where we need a pump. That seems good, because now it'll grab all of it from the north side and just push it in here. I don't think it's needed, but it's also one of those things that will just be nice and consistent. And damn it, I am out of lights. I need to remove the lights. Yes, so this one is good. It's only for the top one that this is going to be a problem, or is this going to be a thing. There, there, and that's not really working, is it? Here. There. Okay, so where do we want the lights? Actually, there is another place that could take the light. That one is also consistent. Sweet. So let's try that one. It's not super important that it's consistent, but you know, it would be nice to be consistent. There. Got the lights, and up to this one, we also need lights. Where do we want the lights? I think we want them right there. And I'm gonna do that from the side. Should have brought the oil inbounds here. There. So this one needs 5,500 inbound. So that's a lot of inbound. All right, let's have a look. Do we like this? I think we like it. I think we like it a lot. Now, I'm gonna get basically one train in with coal that we might need, and one train in with. Okay, this is coal in, and this is plastic out. So at this point, I think I'd much rather just turn it clockwise so it goes this way, and coal goes in from the side, and oil just has to sort of figure out its way out inbound. Cool. I will just I'll take this one and copy it into a blueprint there that we probably will need, and I'm gonna get some input belts here. Those are not input belts, they input trains. So let's get that one in to get some kind of reasonable location where I want to build it. Maybe not so far in. And then I'm gonna need a train. A station. I think I'm gonna get one of those. That one. Yeah. Except I want a station that's long, and that one. It's an unloading station. That doesn't matter. I'll just take this because it looks good. And I'll have none of these. I'll have none of these. I'll have none of these. None of these. None of these. And none of this as well. Yeah. We'll have something like this. Don't need this. Don't need this. The point of this one. Oh, these things, right? These things. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so that is kind of the middle. Doesn't really look particularly in the middle, but it is reaching equally out to both sides, so that looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so equally out, and there is no. The only place that absolutely needed one was out there, and these two also need it. And they're now in here. So that's going to be our input location. Right, so that's going to be loading plastic. Let's find one good loading location. We'll have good loading locations for this. Do we like this? Do I want to have 2 plastic loaders at each place, or do I just want to go super aggressive on loading everything? I kind of like this one. It's kind of silly as well, but yeah, it's now our thing for this build here. That means it comes from the top. That means it comes from this side, and then I need to figure out sort of how it goes. That side. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. Because this one is designed. This one is basically designed as a parallel stacker, which is a queue. I love that when I say call it parallel stack or a serial stacker, and someone's like, "That's called a queue." Like, oh yeah, that's kind of what it's called. But a serial stacker is better. It's a queue. It's a freaking queue. And alternatively, we want, well, I do think we want like a big blob of back and forthies here. So, you know what? Why not just make it exactly like this? This one works, so why do something else? There. We'll take one of these. And I'll take this one out. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty far away. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trains. That is a bit much for a measly 12 belts out. What if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains out instead? Or 7, 8 trains. That means I could build it on this side instead. Ooh, I like that. Or maybe just build it sort of in the middle here. Yeah, I like this. Don't care about this one, don't care about this one. Don't care about this one, and that will be downwards. Come on, robots, you can do it. Alright, so we are going to get in here. And this one. Yep, so it'll be 1 train, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 belts here. Okay, that seems pretty good, I think. I'll build this to complete. Let's move further this way. Alright, so I'm gonna get this stacker here. It's definitely not supposed to be called this. So I'll hurry up and call it something else so it doesn't get confused. Stacker 1, there, thank you. And it's just gonna be 5 trains. Maybe only 4, but okay. And I need to make absolutely sure I don't have anything going into these 2 stations because that would be very bad. That one has to be called something else. And it's called plastic. Hurry up and call it plastic before someone comes in. Plastic 1 and copy paste. Alright. Crisis of... Okay, well, we do have this. That is excellent. Now I just need my blueprint to stamp it down. And, well, actually, I think I need a balancer first. And I don't want to have built those until I actually want them coming out because that will probably be a bad thing. There we go. Here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is kind of the middle. I don't know how much space we need, but we can go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me just get the belts. That's not for you to watch. We'll see it afterwards. And that will be the belts being done. All right, so that's belts coming in. And now I need to build my design. It definitely needs to be built from the map view. Let's see what we have. That's the one. Yep. And it's going to be something like this. I'm going to have 12 belts in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just trying to figure out where the middle would be. That would be somewhere like this. I'll put it somewhere like this. That might be... That's not good. There. Might be just enough space. And again, I'm going to belt it up and then we'll see where it goes. And now we have this sorted, looking good. And what only thing we miss at this point is actually getting the... We're getting the coal inbound and we're getting the oil inbound. So this is good. So we need oil inbound. That's actually going to be up here. That's not going to be... I was about to say it's not going to be a big deal because it just has to go through this. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's actually super interesting. Could I do something else? I really don't want it to get to this way. I have to take it through here. All right, so how many lines do I want? I think I'll merge these 2 lines or each 2 lines into 1 line. And then have another pump here. I think I'm gonna go pretty heavy on the pumps. There. Right, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 lanes. Each of those lanes should be able to provide it. No, wrong. Not control X. 1,300. 1,300 is not bad. Definitely doable. And I need to figure out how much that requires in terms of how often I need to put a pump, and I'll do that by looking at the Factorio wiki on the liquid flow. And I'm back. So in order for me to maintain 1500 flow, I need to have a pump every 7 segments. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that means at this point I must have a pump, otherwise it cannot maintain. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And another one. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is probably where I want 5, and then here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's actually, it's there. Because then I'm gonna get the other ones there, there, and okay, I'm not. Okay, something like this. Okay, and I will see if I can do, I think, this part here without any of these, without any of these, without any of these. These should be fully transparent here. Yes, yes, and yes. And that brings up the next one. Absolutely built here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then one of those. Yep. And I might need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. And that will be here. That one will be, I don't really like this. So wouldn't it be better if I could sort of build the same way here? So like something like this. And then I built that one. And I can then build this again. Oh, please work. Please work. Damn, I'm lucky. Never lucky. Alright, so that's the oil coming in, I think. And I need to hook this one up. I don't really know how that's going to be working, and I don't really know how this one's going to be working, but I'm pretty sure we can do that pretty easily. So let's go over and hook up. First, we can get a long line of power poles to get all the way over to these more remote things. Don't want these two. And there. So we need power poles, and I'm also pretty sure we're going to need one of these to Make sure we have the area in here. All right, so just a normal location like this. I don't even need to do middle out for this one. And I guess we've seen hooking up these locations time and time again. So let's let me just do that and then revert when that's done. And here we have now the coal coming in. That is good, and nothing much more to it. What we need to do is hook up the oil, which is like even more super boring than the rest. So I will spare you for that horror for sure. And how somehow we don't have those? That's weird. Fly, my minions. There we go. That's weird. There we go. Now they're working. All right, and I will just come on. I'll just hook this up and put it into 4, somewhat even. How many did we decide to have? We had 30, so that means 7 for each, and then 8 for 2 of them. Let me just hook that up, and then I'll be back. So here we are. What I've decided for some odd reason was that each one of these should have 7 effect sources. So that means 5 beacons touching them plus 2 modules in here. I have done all of that over there, and it's time for us to hook it up and see if it actually works. That is gonna be interesting, and see if we can just go all the way around and just put power poles so that they cover everything. It should be pretty simple with substations, but let's see. There, get down there, and I've also split it into several locations and apart, so it's like 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8, and I haven't really put into any thoughts about it. Let's see what the pressure is here. This one is pressuring 0. That's not good. Maybe because it's full, so maybe there's something not working. This one. Okay, so it's all full. Let's go back and see if things are working. Oh, wow. We have... Well, one of them has a lot of plastic, but some have none. That one is good, and that one is good. So, let's see. That looks good. Oh, I wonder how that actually happened. Coal here is okay. Let me see if these pressurizes. This is 0. That's not great. Why is it 0? You're not getting any oil here. So somewhere along the lines, this one is broken. We have no oil here. No oil. It's full, and it's probably one of these corners. That's full, and that's full, and full. Full. There. There it is. That's always a good reason. Always a good reason. It's never a bug. It's never a bug. Alright, so let's see. Now, I'm going to see the pressure here. This one is, I'm going to call that 1500-ish. It should be 15. Oh, wow, look at that. Something it was super steady at that. There. It's certainly doing something, and it looks like all of these have a little flare. Yeah, it's just on, and I'm going to check this one to see if every single one is working. This is working. Everything is fully stacked. Brilliant. It should also be 57 surplus. So what we need to do is actually we summon our... Okay, we can't do that. Let's build the pipes here. Oh, sorry. This line, and we have 1 plastic train inbound. We've only to have 1. Actually, we should have 2, right? Because we have 2 places that make low density structures. So let's summon those trains and get those in here. Let's see where they are. That's the 1 low density. That's you. You are a plastic in. So you're going to go to plastic 1 here. Actually, you're just going to go to plastic. No, you're not. You're actually just going there. Okay, so that's 1. And the other one will be all the way up to this one. You're also coming down here. And I'm going to go get myself run over and build a couple of extra trains. These trains just need to be taken out so they're not, and replaced with real trains instead. So let's build the real trains down here. We can start filling these up, and then we'll schedule them, and then we can take the other ones out afterwards. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and this train will be going from something with plastic, right? Plastic, load one, oops, until full, then go to plastic in until empty, and then go to stacker one, just pass through. Looks good. Why is this one? Oh, right, it's because we don't have anything on the other train there. Let's get the train in. And that's gonna be here. Did we get our... We don't have those yet. Oh, they're coming in. One is there, and maybe the other one is coming from the other side. I don't know. Should be. Maybe that one? I don't know. Some fuel here, and we have a train coming in, so let's get that one. And these two can go full and full. And we have this train. You are going to be destroyed. Don't want it. And we should get the other train in as well. I don't know why it's not there. And the problem is it's going to be difficult to find because it's somewhere in the network. But it could be stuck all sorts of weird places there. But we can now make more trains. And I'm going to make one there and there. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, it just took a while to get in there. And that's fuel coming in. So I'm going to go this one with go to 1 and go to 1. And these should now be stacked up. These only have 2. Yep. They have enable limit 2. And I'm going to take this train out. And there we go. Take the train out and then add how many more trains? 9 more trains? Or sorry, 9 trains in total. I think I will do 8 trains in total. I think that's going to be easily enough. And then we just need to make one more of these trains, or not trains, one more of these stations, and then we'll have pretty much what we'd want. There. Then we have all the plastic we need. This one has to go to stacker. There we go. And that one also has to go to stacker. When we get the fuel in here, that goes to stacker as well. And I'm gonna get one more train up here. Boom. Oh, I thought it was raining out. Oh man, that was the subscribe button lighting up. Stacker, send it off, and there. And that's the last train. So we now have 8 trains on this location, which is perfect. I think that one will also go to stacker. And that's good. Great, and we have our first train outbound. I wish I could actually hitch a ride on it, but we can at least take a look at where it goes and just confirm that everything is looking great. We have built plastic. We've not just built plastic, but we've also just established it, hooked up with trains, and replaced the fake ones. That's a good achievement in a single episode. So we are ready to move on from this one. We are going to add another one for sure, and then we can move on to red circuits, and from there red circuit into purple science. I think that makes sense. So we're going to wrap this one up here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this Let's Play as we progress and solve new problems and do new cool designs, I would say. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care and stay effective.